NFL teams are breaking out the checkbook, writing huge numbers for these players, trying to get signed before the franchise deadline just hit. I'm going to go over some of these big extensions, guys who got extended, guys who didn't, some surprising guys who got a big contract. But before we do that, if you could like this video, share it on social media, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to make sure you get these daily update videos, it'd be appreciated. All right, from Bleacher Report, richest defensive contracts in NFL history after Myles Garrett's deal reported. With the Cleveland Browns star Myles Garrett nearing agreement on a reported 5-year, $125 million extension, one of the NFL's best defensive ends is getting one of the biggest defensive contracts ever. Garrett will become the league's highest paid defender in terms of average annual salary, surpassing Chicago Bears linebacker Khalil Mack's 6-year, $141 million deal. Breaking down by season, Garrett's $25 million per year ranks as the 13th highest AAV in football. All 12 of the players ahead of him are quarterbacks. Here's a breakdown of how Garrett stacks up amongst his peers on defense. So there's Myles Garrett, $25 million a year. Khalil Mack at $141. Aaron Donald, $135. DeMarcus Lawrence at $105. DeForest Buckner, $84. Frank Clark, $104. And Chris Jones is a big surprise. As we go to this next one, they write this big old check for Mahomes, and they thought, no way they can sign Chris Jones before the franchise deadline, and he wasn't going to sign a franchise tag, he said. But 4 years, $85 million contract for Chris Jones. They got it done yesterday, so he won't be playing on the $16 million one he would have been playing on the franchise tag. I'm surprised. I didn't think they were going to get this done. The Chiefs are really trying to run it back. I know Mahomes tweeted, run it back, when they said, it's like, thought we couldn't do it. They need him. He's a big critical part of that defensive front out there, and you gotta strike while the iron's hot. They just paid Mahomes. They still have a bunch of other guys under contract still. You gotta make a couple more runs at this before you gotta totally restructure this team. I love this move. But another big one, Derrick Henry, 4-year, $50 million contract right before the franchise tag deadline. Did not a good look for Dalvin Cook, I'll tell you that much, because he's going to want to get paid more than Henry. And I don't know, I can't believe Tennessee got locked up both their guys long-term in Tannehill and Henry after this kind of magic 12-game run they had at the end of last season. But let's see, Tennessee reported the 4-year contract with their star running back Wednesday, according to Jay Glazer. Henry will receive a $50 million with $25.5 million guaranteed on his contract. It was a surprise deal after Schefter reported Tuesday the sides were not expected to reach an agreement. The AFC South team just got it done before the 4 p.m. Eastern Wednesday deadline to agree to a multi-year pact with the franchise tag players. The team had announced the use of the non-exclusive franchise tag on March 16th, meaning the other clubs, draft picks, blah, blah, blah. All right. So basically, he displayed improvement year-to-year basis with a 490 rushing. Okay, breaking this down. Derrick Henry is a massive part of the run that they made last year. And I'm not a huge fan of paying these running backs big money like this. But Derrick Henry's a different breed. He's a 6'2 monster that I don't know if he's going to get hurt. He seems to get stronger and stronger as the year goes on. He gets a ton of carries. He does have a lot of tread on the tires, though. But he seems to be he is the offense for Tennessee, basically. It's pound Derrick Henry, Tannehill with a little play action, and that's it. So they got it done. He is just 26 years old, so I'm okay with it. Let's look at the guys who didn't get tagged, though. Big names that signed the franchise tag that didn't get it. Dak Prescott, obviously number one. He's going to be the third quarterback in history to play under the franchise tag at $31.4 million. Drew Brees and Kirk Cousins twice of the other two. A.J. Green with Cincinnati. Hunter Henry, Brandon Scherf, Joe Thadley, Matt Judon. Yannick Ngakoue, I'm going to butcher that. But he wanted to get traded from Jacksonville. Didn't get the deal done. He wanted out. The Jags said they weren't going to ship him away for nothing. Nobody could get a deal done. Little surprising he's still there. I don't know if he's going to sign his tag or he's going to sit out. That's interesting. Leonard Williams with the Giants didn't sign. Bud Dupree, Shaq Barrett, Justin Simmons, and Anthony Harris. There was word the Vikings were looking to trade Anthony Harris before that, but I think they wanted to get a long-term deal. They just haven't got a long-term deal. They got too many guys they have to pay. They don't know what the cap's going to look like. Minnesota's kind of in trouble with the cap, I think. Not sure going forward what things are going to look like for this team. I feel like a lot of guys are going to have to get cut. But I don't know. It was an interesting deadline. Derrick Henry, big surprise. Congratulations to Myles on the largest defensive contract in history. He deserves it, even after serving an 8-game suspension last year. But other than that, that's going to do it for us today. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like it, share, and subscribe it, and I'll see you all tomorrow.